I was playing around with Procreate and I inadvertently created a digital self-portrait. Because this was not planned, I did not film the process. So I thought I'd use this week's video to update you on my artist career pilot project. Welcome, I'm Dominique, a multi-passionate Canadian artist based in Ottawa, Ontario. If you're new here, let me catch you up. As of January 26th and until the end of February, I'm taking time off from my day job to test drive what my future full-time artist career could look like. For the past 2 weeks, things haven't been going like I thought they would, but I've been very productive. First, I didn't stick to my original plan of starting to work before lunchtime. Instead, I started later in the afternoon. Apparently, my brain likes a slower morning, and I'm accepting that instead of fighting it. I have been following the general workday themes, but even that felt a bit rigid. I'm realizing that when I get really absorbed in a task, I like to stick with it instead of switching gears just because the schedule says so. So that's another thing that I'll need to adjust going forward. I spent part of my time working on my Shopify site and preparing a picture book featuring my 2023 self-portraits. I thought it would be a very straightforward task, but it turned into a whole learning experience. When I started uploading my scan portraits in the template, I kept getting error messages saying that my DPIs were too low. Turns out that stands for the resolution. I needed a 300 DPI resolution instead. So I rescanned the work that I had already scanned. I didn't even know about DPIs. I also struggled with designing the cover. So many frustrations. I kept at it and I eventually figured it out. And I'm so happy with how it's looking. Now my next step is to order a sample so I can see if it's worthy of selling to you. I also work with DaVinci Resolve for the first time for my last video. Up until now, I've been using iMovie, but I was looking for something a little bit more advanced. But then I struggled. And because I was struggling with DaVinci Resolve, I wanted to just go back to iMovie so I can just get the work done and publish the video. But then I had storage issues with my computer, so I had no choice but to persist with DaVinci Resolve. Maybe that's why they call it DaVinci Resolve. It's a complicated software, but you have to show resolve and keep at it. It was intimidating. I struggled. I watched a few YouTube tutorials. Thank you, YouTube. And I learned just enough to get the video out on time. It's not perfect. The image is bluer than I expected, but I'm proud of myself for showing resolve and pushing through. And I know I'll get better at it the more I use it. So my original plan for the week was to have my video scripted, filmed, and edited and scheduled before Sunday. Instead, I finished editing on Sunday and published it the same day. It wasn't ideal, but also not a disaster, just part of the learning curve. As long as I meet my timelines for various projects, that's what matters most. So these 5 weeks are not just about building my artist career, they're also about taking a break from my regular day job. So I'm trying to be gentle with myself, which means giving myself grace when things don't go as planned. After all, art is my passion, not my obligation. So even though the artist career pilot project hasn't been going perfectly so far, it's been honest, it's been productive, and it's been full of learning. And that's why I'm doing a pilot project in the first place. To learn, to experiment, and to build the foundations of a sustainable art career. I'm really enjoying this process and I want to keep it enjoyable. I don't want to turn it into another source of pressure. If you're following my journey, thank you. Your support means a lot. And I hope that sharing my journey helps you too with your own creative path. I'd love to hear about your own experiences. Do you follow a strict creative routine despite how you feel? Or are you more a go with the flow type artist like me? Let me know in the comments. I sincerely love reading what you have to say. And if you feel like supporting me, please like and subscribe so we get to keep hanging out. I don't know about you, but community definitely feeds my creativity. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now, you hear?